Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Momentum for Tennessee starting to pick up in the transfer portal. I told you guys, be patient. I think that this coaching staff is calculated. They like to make sure guys are a culture fit, right? They want to get them on campus. They want to have visits, conversations. A lot of times we see a 4-star, 5-star prospect in the portal. We say, go get that guy. Go drop the bag. That's not how Josh Heupel operates, adding the second commitment within about a 24-hour window. Of course, you got the commitment from 4-star tight end Holden Stacy, who was actually the #1 ranked tight end in the portal out of Notre Dame, 6'4", 242 pounds, had 15 catches, 176 yards, and 4 touchdowns in 11 games a year ago. I like him. I like his game. I like his hands. I like the way he can make plays in the red zone. I also like his physicality in the run game. I think he's going to be a nice addition alongside Ethan Davis in that tight end room. Now, I don't think Tennessee's going to look to add another tight end through the portal. We'll see what they are able to do in the high school ranks. Still a little concern for me. I get it. I understand that you don't want to over-recruit Ethan Davis, but I am a little worried about the depth in that tight end room. Then most recently added a commitment at the safety position. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about a couple of targets that are trending. There's that buzzword, trending to Tennessee, and one to keep an eye on that I think a lot of you guys are going to like. But as always, do me a favor, smash that thumbs up just below this video. It is quick, it is free, and it's easy, and it helps this channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts, we're not insiders, we're not media. We don't talk at you here, we talk with you. This channel is for the fans, by the fans. Sometimes I wish I could get information out to you guys faster. That's why I missed the Holden Stace commitment on Friday night. Took my daughter, watched her cheer at a high school basketball game. My wife and kids went to a concert last night. I had a 3-year-old, but that's the beauty of this channel. I don't have a team of 6, 7, 8 people. It is us. It is for the fans, by the fans. If you like that style, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You're not going to miss out when we go live or when we drop a video tonight. We're going live tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, fan call-in show. That's where you guys, the members of the channel, get to come on and drive the show. You want to be a part of it, make sure you hit the join button down below. If not, come hang out in the chat. We'll have a good time talking all things Tennessee football, transfer portal, recruiting. Also, the early enrollees from the class of 24 are on campus going through practice. We got a list of those that we'll break down and get into. But let's talk about the latest commitment through the transfer portal. That is Jacoby Thomas, safety out of MTSU. You can see 6'2", 190-pound sophomore. 3-star prospect coming out of high school, 3-star prospect in the portal. 247 Sports had him ranked as the 116th player in the portal, 12th ranked safety. And I get it. You know, a lot of people look at the numbers, look at the star rankings. They say, nope, MTSU, we're not going to compete with Alabama when we've got guys from the MTSU secondary running around trying to make plays. Say what you will. Last 2 seasons, he had 108 tackles, 4 tackles for loss, had 4 picks, one of which he took to the house for a touchdown. Also had 8 passes defended, 2 forced fumbles, and a fumble recovery. Now, I was looking to see what VolQuest put out after the commitment. This is a scout from Matt Ray. Says not a lot of film circulating around on Thomas. Said, but the bits that are out there show his nose for the football, flies around in the back end of the secondary, frequently finds himself in the center of the play. He is a sure tackler around the box, but doesn't get lost in trying to make a play on the run game first, which has allowed him to be extremely efficient in coverage. It goes on to say, over the last 2 years as a starter at MTSU, frequently flashed his versatility. During his 2022 season, he intercepted 4 passes, had a pick 6, also added 37 tackles, 7 passes defended. His efforts earned him all-conference second team. Goes on to say, during 2023, he was not tested as much by teams through the air. Still had 5 pass breakups, forced a fumble, and a fumble recovery. He was MTSU's second leading tackler last season with 71 total tackles, also added 3 tackles for loss. I don't know if this is a depth piece. I don't know if Jacoby Thomas is a guy that this coaching staff thinks can come in and contribute day one, but the bottom line is it's a position of need, right? He came on campus for the visit. It was kind of quiet. Didn't hear a whole lot about it. They were trying to keep it under wraps. You see that a lot with some of these kids in the transfer portal, especially at Tennessee. They don't want word getting out. Now, he was committed to Oregon State, so he had some offers out there. Tennessee was able to flip him, get the commitment last night. Another piece in the secondary as we watch this coaching staff honestly just try to rebuild this entire secondary. The mass exodus, so many of those guys being asked to leave because Tennessee, I think it's going to be a youth movement. You're going to see a lot of youth, but also they're going to try to add some talent that they feel is going to contribute via the transfer portal. Now, let's talk about guys that are trending. That buzzword, who's trending Who is Tennessee in a good spot for? And a guy that a lot of you guys love. I like him too. I like, obviously, the thing that sticks out is his height, depending on where you look. Chris Braswell, wide receiver out of Tulane, listed as 6'4" on some sites, 6'5" on others. Bottom line, look at the arms, look at the length. 6'4", 6'5", 175 pounds, redshirt freshman. We talked about him on a previous stream. Actually visited last week, spent a lot of time around Nico. Now, coming off the visit, he said, I enjoyed it. Beautiful city, beautiful state. I like the coaches. Coach Kelsey, I feel like I can he can really develop me. Beautiful stadium, probably the best stadium I've been to in my whole life. I like it. That ain't never going to change, Chris. Let me tell you that. There's nothing like Neyland. He goes on to say there's been a lot of good receivers come through there. They've had Jalen Hyatt, who won a Biletnikoff Award last year, and the best offense last year. That's something. When we talk about Jalen Wright going off to the NFL, we talk about, Darnell Wright going off to the NFL. We talk about, Cedric Tillman, Jalen Hyatt, Hendon Hooker. That's how you start to rebuild this roster. That's how you close the gap on the Georgias and the Bamas. You got to have guys in the league. Man, it is a huge recruiting pitch. I don't know if Chris Braswell has a clue who Jalen Hyatt is, but when he comes on campus, Josh Ivey can look at him and say, yeah, Jalen Hyatt, Biletnikoff Award winner, third-round draft pick. You see what he's doing in the NFL. That is huge for rebuilding this roster. He goes on to say, I think that speaks for itself. Every receiver that comes through here is able to perform and go to the league. That resume speaks for itself. Now, what he had to say about Nico, said, I feel good. Nico, they probably have one of the best quarterbacks in the nation right now. With him being the anchor of the ship and me being me, I feel like the sky is the limit. Now, Austin Price, BallQuest.com, said this is probably down between Tennessee and Washington, but he feels like Tennessee is in a good spot. I feel like this is one that Tennessee has a legitimate shot at landing. Again, the height, the length. 2023 had 44 catches, 711 yards, and 5 touchdowns. I would love him in this offense. Let's take a look at another one that could be trending. This one's not as flashy. Jalen Farmer, offensive guard out of Florida. Now, he's a guy, 6'4", 300 pounds, only played in 2 games a year ago, but I think this is a depth piece because Jalen Farmer still has 3 years of eligibility, right? 3 years of eligibility, so he's a guy, you got Carrick coming back at that guard position. If you can't upgrade there, then you can bring in Jalen Farmer and hope it works out, right? I think you can take a shot on some guys like this because of the fact that he's got 3 years available. Again, 6'4", 300 pounds. I think he went to Kentucky. Yeah, visited Tennessee on the 13th, followed that up with a trip to Kentucky. Hasn't been a whole lot of buzz coming out of that trip yet, but something to keep an eye on with that is out of high school, his recruitment, Kentucky was very much in on him. Kentucky was about to flip Jalen Farmer. Ultimately, he stuck it out, ended up at Florida, but that sounds like a Tennessee-Kentucky battle that Tennessee is also in a good spot, therefore, to add some depth on the interior of the offensive line. One last guy that you guys love this one. You guys like this one, and it's definitely one to keep an eye on. That's, straight out of Austin Price's mouth, said thinks Tennessee's in a good spot. Keep an eye on Jermod McCoy, Oregon State corner. I visited Tennessee also back on December the 13th. 6 foot, 180-pound freshman. You can see there on 3 has him trending towards Tennessee at 72.7%. Now, does that stick? Does that hold? I don't always put a whole lot into those predictions as far as that goes. But, again, this is a guy that a lot of you guys get excited about. The kid from MTSU, I don't see a whole lot of buzz, don't see a whole lot of excitement. This one, you go look at the offers list alone. Washington, Oregon, SMU, Michigan State, Utah, Louisville, Houston, TCU, Texas Tech, Auburn, Texas A&M, Ole Miss, Arkansas. Everybody wants a shot at this kid. Colorado's offered. Florida, Oklahoma, also Tennessee obviously has offered as well. Sounds like Oregon, Texas A&M, Oklahoma pushing there. Had 31 tackles, a fumble recovery, 2 picks, and 7 pass breakups in 2023. Again, visited this past week on December the 13th. Going to follow that up with a trip to Texas A&M. At one point, sounded like it could be January before he made that decision. Now it doesn't seem like that's the case. Is Tennessee in a good spot here for the corner out of Oregon State? That again, positions of need as we try to rebuild this secondary. But just to recap, Tennessee has a couple of commitments at positions of need. Holden Stace, the tight end out of Notre Dame. Jacoby Thomas, the safety out of MTSU. Are they trending for Chris Braswell? Are they trending for Jalen Farmer? They're in a good spot for Jermod McCoy. Who do you want to see? You guys are tracking this transfer portal just as hard and heavy as I am. Who do you want to see in the boat next? What are your positions of need? Don't forget to join us tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern time. We'll break it all down. We'll talk about it. Maybe, just maybe, we've got another commitment between now and then. We will see. We will keep you guys up to date, trying to get the videos out as soon as possible. I love seeing you guys complain. I love seeing you guys say, Boogie, make a video. What are you doing? We need videos. Appreciate that. That tells me that you guys dig what we do around here, but sometimes family comes first, so I appreciate your patience with that. But again, going to be live tonight. Smash the thumbs up on the way out the door. I would greatly appreciate that. Go check out the merchandise. You can go to bonfire.com/store/Talkin VAWLS. You can get those Cult of 8 shirts, Talkin VAWLS letter-themed shirts, rivalry shirts, Buck Fama, FUGA, Beat Bama, Beat Georgia, Beat Florida. All of it's there. We appreciate that support. The link for that is also in the description below. You want to be a part of the fan call-in show tonight, make sure you hit that join button down below, become a member of the channel. The more you give, the quicker you get on the show, but if you just want to join and support what we're doing, we would greatly appreciate it. If not, that's fine too. We appreciate you guys tuning in each and every day. But that is going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.